And now, SpongeBob checks his INSTACLAM.
What wonders await me today?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't have the most nostalgic memories of Nickelodeon. I don't have those 90s kids' love for the network like you see in people like Chadtronic.
Only 90s kids know!
Cartoon Network was my main man when it came to cartoons, and it still is to some degree. But I did really like a lot of shows that Nick provided, and through various forms of syndication, I did watch a lot of the classics, like early SpongeBob, Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life, Rugrats, and Kablam, a show that created one of my favorite spin-offs.
Action League. Now, Meltman with the power to melt.
But Nick now has, well... yeah, it got shit. Well, I honestly don't know how the fuck you fix it at this point, but damn it, I'll try. So this is how you fix Nickelodeon. Number 1, better creative control. Nickelodeon has pretty much had issues with their creators of their shows from pretty much its inception. Sometimes that authority was warranted. You can take the case of John K, where shit just wasn't getting done. But Nick is pretty shit with their creators. And on some level, I understand that there's gonna be a difference between what the producer and the creator wants. I mean, the producer is providing the money to create the show. But the way Nick handles these situations, I don't feel as efficient. Take the case of Carl Greenblatt, for example. The way Nick did this man is so horrendous. Alright, so Carl Greenblatt is the creator of Chowder and the Nick series Harvey Beaks. Pretty good show. So Nick pretty much canned his show, which is not bad. But the thing is, without telling him, the creator. And you know what else they did just to add more insult to injury? They moved all the remaining episodes that were supposed to air to NICKTOONS network. Which doing that is basically putting its head in a fucking guillotine.
But it's just not working out, and we've decided to go another way. So... yeah.
Carl, being understandably mad, made a Tumblr post pretty much confirming this and calling Nick out on their utter bullshit and unprofessionalism. You know what Nick did after reading this post? They made him apologize. He had to apologize for them being an asshole. Wow. First off, fuck you for doing that to Carl Greenblatt. From all the interviews and podcasts I've seen this guy in, he sounds like a total sweetheart and a team player. Why you gotta do my mans like that? Second, the way you handled that is so unprofessional. I'm not irritated that the show was canceled. Honestly, it didn't look like it was doing well in ratings anyways, but you barely even aired it. And that kind of leads into my next point. Number 2, Nick's scheduling is trash. Yep, the same problem I had with Cartoon Network, Nick suffers from also. Nick's scheduling is so shit, with so many marathons of SpongeBob. I do like SpongeBob, not to the autistic level that all the kids my age have with him, like Jesus Christ.
Victory screech! Woo! Let's all dance!
And I do find it fascinating that this yellow fucking sponge relevancy hasn't died yet, but can you ease up on the SpongeBob gas pedal a little bit? This has been a problem for years, but the saturation of SpongeBob is ridiculous, and also, it's also very destructive. Reasons Carl gives for Harvey Beaks' failure is that they barely even gave it any airtime. What happened to Harvey Beaks is sad, and it won't be the last time this happens to a newer Nick show. Hell, I'm surprised Loud House is doing as well as it is. Nick, you need to fix your schedule, cause it's not helping you, and it's kind of like seeing a snake eat its own fucking tail. You're killing yourself with it. Number 3, fix NICKTOONS network. I really don't understand why NICKTOONS and Boomerang's initial fucking concept is just lost now. The creation of these channels were like, here's a cool little premium channel that you can buy and watch some of the classics you enjoy. Now it's kind of like, hey, you want to watch some more SpongeBob? Want to watch some more Teen Titans Go?
I got you, homie!
The reason I have a problem with this is 1, if you have cable, you're paying for this bullshit. And 2, NICKTOONS is where I discovered most of Nick's great shows, and it's very sad to see that it's now just relegated to just, hey, let's play some more SpongeBob. And the network made some pretty good original content too, like Three's Delivery, an underrated gem I think. On Team Nick, they have a programming block called The Splat where they air Nick's classic shows. And now they're making a new channel called The Splat where they do the same thing. Isn't that supposed to be fucking NICKTOONS? Number 4, live action. Live action's never gonna leave Nick. It's more cost effective to have a live action show than a cartoon series. But Nick's live action shows now suck. Not a controversial opinion. I don't know if this is just me being old, but this shit is garbage. No one wants to see your stupid show about shitty little stupid kids playing mobile apps. I don't think this is a case of me just being an old wrinkly fuck, because shows like Drake and Josh, Ned's Declassified, and to some extent iCarly still would hold up despite my age difference. The reason I know that the show is good is because I've seen kids in high school just watch Drake and Josh casually. Nick, you don't have to get rid of live action. I don't think you need to get rid of it. You just gotta make it good and accessible to other age groups other than fucking 6. Number 5, make more shows with an adult audience in mind. I say you need to do that because if you gauge some interest in some of the adult audience, it will pay off. I'm pretty sure Adventure Time and Regular Show were very profitable for Cartoon Network, from kids and adults. Hell, I say more adults love those shows. You got normal fags like Doug Walker just filleting the hell out of this show. I know you're probably gonna go with a rebuttal like, hey, we tried to make more adult stuff with Korra and that didn't work out. Well, 1, that's kind of your fault because you poorly marketed that show, and 2, I don't think Korra was the most excellent avenue to go with the Avatar franchise, but whatever. But at least make an effort, make shows with at least some semblance of an adult audience in mind. And also this whole 90s kids thing where they're desperately trying to gain back that audience with nostalgia. I don't know how to feel about this. Some ideas they got are actually pretty enticing, like the Jungle Movie, but then there's obvious possible cash grabs like the NICKTOONS film. That's just like a 90s kid and an executive having a wet dream. We'll have to see how that pans out. Anyways, just make more stuff with an adult audience in mind. I think you did a good job with how Loud House did it, but you could expand that to other shows. Number 6. Cancel Fairly Odd Parents. Fucking do it. Pull the fucking trigger. The amount of times the show has jumped the shark is ridiculous. They added a baby, a dog, a neighbor. They had a live action film with Drake Bell. Yeah, all you fucking SJWs and fucking crybabies crying about whitewashing and black people not getting roles. Where were you niggas when my boy AJ in 2011 got did like this?
Where your ass was at, dog, with niggas 1 feet.
Anyways, this show has gone on long enough. There is no need for this show to be any longer. Who the fuck is watching this show? Just stop. Please. Anyways, I'm sure you guys can come up with a million more ideas how to fix Nickelodeon. So please leave your input down below. I've been MarsReviews, and I'll see you next time.